Hey, how's it going, everyone? It is the investing guy here, and today I want to talk about why I believe in Voyager. I want you guys to forget about the stock price. I want you guys to forget about the VGX price and all that for a bit, and just think of one thing. The main reason why I believe in Voyager is because of Steve Ehrlich. If you are going to invest in Voyager, think of yourself as an angel investor. Angel investors, when they invest, here's one of the most important things that they do. Obviously, they look at the product, right? But the most important thing when an angel investor invests, they look at the owner. They look at the person that's going to run this company. Does this person have the willpower to push through hard times? Yes or no? And when I think of Steve, I see a definite yes. I think Steve has what it takes. Will Voyager have what it takes to get through this? Being relatively invested in Voyager community, it's an easy yes. Since I saw them, go from 200,000 people in Voyager all the way to past 1 million funded accounts, let me tell you that this is not where Voyager stops. Voyager will continue growing, and I know that. And I know that Steve knows that. Voyager will continue growing, and that is his vision, to allow Voyager to continue growing. Now, the leadership of Voyager is, I think, one of the best leaderships out there. I think that they're doing things correctly. They're talking to the community. They're talking to us, the people that care about Voyager. They're talking to us through Twitter, through social media. They're doing all these things correctly. There are other companies out there that are not doing this. I want you to think of Robinhood. Think of Vladimir Tenev. When have you seen him go onto someone's YouTube channel or care about the little people? If anything, he's done things the opposite, right? He has sold out the little people and doesn't really care about them from what we can tell. Yet in Voyager, I get this sense that Steve truly does care about us small people. He really is here to try and do what's best for us. And I've seen this time after time after time after time. I'm going to give you guys some examples in a bit, but let me continue with this. The only time that I've seen Vladimir Tenev go onto a YouTube live was when the whole shebang went down with GameStop, and he went onto Meet Kevin's channel, which was a huge channel, which is a huge YouTube channel. After that, I didn't see him on any other channels. Now, let's compare that to what Steve has done. We've seen Steve hop on channels as big as Digital Asset News, which is a great channel. I love watching his content. And relatively speaking, it's a big YouTube channel compared to other channels. And the other thing that I want to say is that he hasn't only targeted these big channels. He's gone to smaller channels. Think of DJ Crypto, 4,000 to 5,000 subscribers. DJ Crypto is an awesome guy. I definitely think he deserves more subscribers in that, but he's gone to do a live with someone that has 5,000 subscribers. And when you're talking about YouTube, that's not that much. Same thing with Daniel Finance. Daniel Finance has 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's not that much, right? Compared to what other content creators on YouTube have. Yet Steve doesn't really care about that, and he has gone out and reached out to us, the little people. And you can truly see that from his actions. Now, I want to tell you guys another story that truly surprised me about Steve. Steve, one day, I remember going onto a Twitter Space AMA. And I jumped in there, and it was a VGX Hero AMA. And there was maybe around 40 people on that Twitter Space AMA. So not that many. Not a lot of people on this Twitter Space. I was having a good time, and then out of nowhere, I see Steve pop in. And Steve is like, hey guys, I'm here for the AMA, and everyone went crazy. You're like, yo, Steve is here. Like, wait, what? So it was definitely awesome to see him there, and to see that he truly did care. I mean, Steve said it. He was in Europe. He was in Europe, and it was 4 a.m, yet he still took time and jumped into the Twitter Space. I think that speaks volumes of what type of person Steve is and what he really is trying to do. He's not over here looking for, the most attention. I get the sense that he truly is looking out for us, little investors. Now, this happened again. Some of us caught it. He also jumped into Big Tico's space, and he went ahead and took maybe 30, 40 minutes of his day and answered so many of our questions that he had already answered. And he was patient. He seemed sincere, and he seemed like a true guy. Those are the reasons why I truly, truly believe in Voyager. What other cryptocurrency exchange does this? What about Coinbase? I mean, I can't remember the last time that I saw Brian Armstrong, reply to someone on Twitter. I'm literally on Twitter right now looking at his feed, and I don't see him reply to anyone that has, any worries about Coinbase. So he's not taking time out of his day to reply to the people that actually care about Coinbase. Now, if you were to do this with Steve, I encourage you, go ahead, do it with Steve. Don't do it with Steve. Go ahead, go into Steve's tweets and replies, and you're gonna see exactly what I mean. He replies to us community members all the time. If someone's having an issue, he's out there digging for issues that Voyager customers have, and he's helping them find solutions. What other CEO does that? He's literally digging into the trenches of Twitter, looking for issues, and then fixing them. And so when people don't truly know what Steve has done or everything that he does every single day, and they go and, and they bash at him because Voyager stock is going down, those are things that he doesn't have control over. Or they bash him because VGX price is down. He doesn't have much control over that, right? He doesn't get to say when people sell, when people buy. That's out of his control. Now, I do understand that VGX, the price reflection, has not been what we've all expected. There has been delays when it comes to Voyager, VLP 2.0 and moving to Europe and debit card and all that. But let's look at the debit card for a little bit. He specifically said that the reason why the debit card is taking so long is because they're testing it. And you can see that Steve, when he releases a product, he really wants to make sure that it works 100% and that it's fully functional and it's going to be a good product for us. I think that's exactly what's going on. It really comes down to this if you invest in Voyager. Voyager is still relatively a small company. If you invest in Voyager, don't expect instant gratification. That is not something that you're going to get from Voyager. You need to be patient. You need to go through hard times with a company, just as an angel investor does. If you invest in something, you're not going to get your returns right away. It might take a year, it might take 2 years. But if you invest in something correctly, if you invest in the right person, you will get a return. And that's what I feel that I am doing when I invest in Voyager through the VGX token and the stock. All right, that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Let's go to the moon together, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.